Hey, this is a multi-subject reading for my Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, and Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you have any of these placements, this video is for you, or if you're dealing with someone who has these placements, then this video is for you. Please be sure to hit like and subscribe. Remember that today is the last day. I don't want to hear y'all texting me, calling me, doing none of that stuff about the 1st through the 3rd special, because it happens every month, and it's been happening every month for the past 3 to 4 years. This is the last day that you can book a 15-minute reading for $35. You have to schedule it. You have to book it today and schedule it for the 1st, the 2nd, or the 3rd. If you schedule it for today or tomorrow or something like that, then it will be ignored, okay? And then you'll go to the back of the schedule sometime on the 3rd. I need y'all to make sure y'all go book the 1st through the 3rd special, or just book a personal reading, regular price. You can book a video like this. This is called a multi-subject personal reading on my website. Or if you just want to go over specific subjects like love, you can book a full-blown love reading where I get real in-depth. A multi-subject reading consists of mini reads for multiple subjects like life, mental and emotional health, love life, finances, and warnings. It also goes over spirit messages and guidance as well. I am going to start now. Please be sure to like and subscribe. In the comments, let me know, what is your zodiac sign? All right. So the first card you guys have is the card of Judication. Judication is here, and it's saying to clearly decide what you want out of your life so that it can come to you. Judication is clarified by the 4 of Pentacles. I feel like you guys need to figure out how to ground yourself, how to put yourself in a better or more stable place, space, or situation. I feel like you guys have experienced some scarcity in your life, and I feel like y'all are afraid that that scarcity is going to return. This could be scarcity as it relates to finances. This could be scarcity as it relates to love or self-love. This could be scarcity as it relates to support. It's just saying that you don't want to go backwards. Some of you guys are feeling like you're going backwards and like you don't have the resources that you need. The Lover's card is here, and it says that through the decisions that you're making, your footsteps are being guided, which means that everything that's happening is happening with purpose. You guys are moving towards stability. You guys are moving towards prosperity. You guys are moving towards abundance. You just may not know it yet. With sudden wealth being here, this does say that your manifestations are truly coming into fruition. What that means is whatever it is that you're praying for or praying about is going to happen. I feel like God is on your side. Your ancestors and angels are riding for you. And I feel like you have favor. Don't be afraid to start over in any way, shape, form, or aspect. You guys are moving towards immense stability, emotional fulfillment, financial abundance, and generational creations. Your life is coming together. Some of you guys can expect children, babies, family coming towards you soon too. The card of poverty says that in terms of your life, you could feel like you keep going through the motions. You could feel like you keep going through the same cycles or the same circles repeatedly. The card of poverty is clarified by the 8 of Wands. Break free, baby. Break free. I feel like you keep repeating yourself. You keep on telling people what you don't want, what you are not going to accept, but then you turn around and you accept it anyway. I feel like you keep pretending that you keep pretending that you're done with certain situations or in certain areas of your life, but you're really not. And I feel like that's the issue. That's the problem. One of the blockages that you have in life is that you're stagnant, you're indecisive, you ain't looking at things clearly or the way that you should. I feel like your energy has been a little bit off, and that's a blockage. Another blockage that you have in your life is the Judgment card, which talks about past issues, you trying to hold on to certain things, certain energy, or certain people. This could say legal situations are creating a blockage, or this could just say failure. Your failure to close out certain cycles is creating a blockage in your life. The last blockage that you have is the World card. I feel like you guys are stubborn. I feel like you want what you want and you are not good at taking no for an answer. That's the blockage. Ooh. In the near future, you can expect to feel off track or off balance. You could expect for things not to really go how you want them to go. You can expect for your life to just feel a little bit more hectic. Now, I do feel like this hectic energy is solely coming from a lack of control. You feeling like you're not in control. My advice is for you to intentionally release regret or remorse. My advice is for you to focus on evolving and improving your life. My advice is for you to really just change your mindset as a whole. So let's talk about your mental and emotional health. Again, please be sure to hit like on this video. That's what helps you get free content, by you interacting with it, because I don't be too worried about YouTube for real. As the channel grows, so will the readings. But as of right now, the channel ain't growing, and neither will the readings. And I know you gotta post consistently. That's what I tell my students, but I also have a full schedule. So if you want me to do both, I need y'all to do y'all part. So far, what do you think about this reading? That was just the life portion. Now, mentally and emotionally, the first card you have is the card of self-worth. The card of self-worth is saying for me to tell you that you need to work on you. I feel like when it comes to your mental and emotional health, you have not been in the best energy. I feel like you've been selling yourself short. I feel like you have allowed someone to kind of tear you down. I feel like when it comes to your mental and emotional health, you just haven't been yourself. It seems like you've been played with and manipulated. And hopefully you guys don't have feelings of hopelessness. But that is what it seems like. Mentally and emotionally, the card of creation is also here, which tells me to tell you that it is extremely important for you to get out of your head or out of your own way. Mentally and emotionally, it's important for you to let go of feelings of rejection. Stop overthinking or overanalyzing. Try your best to sit down and pray. Pray, pray, pray. Pray, meditate, do things that are going to be soothing to your spirit. The card of grief is here. You've been going through some emotional pain. So I'm curious as to why you have not booked those intentional healing sessions. Because I'm telling you, they really help, especially when you are doing the work, the homework, and you're dedicated. And I have bundles on my website. You can go scroll through the website, scroll down, you will see it. But I feel like you guys are grieving a lot at this moment. I feel like you guys have been in your feelings. Life has been a little rough. And it just seems like for the most part, it's because of outside energy. It's because of you not being valued or people allowing you to be victimized, which is not right at all. When it comes to your mental and emotional health, you can feel used and abused, and you can feel like you always there for everybody who needs you, riding for them, but you don't really have that same energy reciprocated when it comes to you. When it comes to you and what you want and what you need and what you desire, people fold. My advice for your mental and emotional health is to get out of a dark or negative space. This is telling you to stop worrying and to really prioritize your healing journey. And I can tell you that until you actually do the work, nothing is going to come easy to you or for you. I promise you that. I know we be trying to skip over doing the work and feel like, oh, if we just had a relationship, or if we just had support, or if we just had some more money, then everything will be okay. But that's not the case. I feel like you have deep-rooted issues that you consistently sweep under the rug because somebody messed up and told you that you were supposed to be strong. Somebody told you to stay strong instead of them telling you to stay safe, stay healthy, stay sane. They told you to stay strong. You probably heard that all your life. I want to know, who told you to stay strong as opposed to staying sane and healthy? Let me know in the comments. And drop y'all signs. What's your zodiac sign? And where you watching me from? What city, state, country you watching from? Alright. Now when it comes to your love life, you are definitely breaking free of a cycle. I feel like in the past, you let too many folks walk all over you. You let people do whatever it is that they wanted to do to you when it comes to love. I feel like you've been played with, you've been manipulated, and I feel like you're a little jaded because of that. Oh my goodness, I almost broke my nail. That's crazy. These are my real nails, y'all. They got a clear coat over it, but these are my real nails. And they bend, they look so, I don't know, they bend and break easy. This is all crooked, like. Anyways, I feel like you let people play with you. And that's wrapping up right now. Now you're starting to stand up for yourself. You're starting to have some pride about yourself. You're starting to love on you a whole lot more. And you're starting to prioritize your abundance and your happily ever after. The card of imprisonment says that as it relates to your mental and emotional health, you feel, as it relates to your love life, you feel stuck, trapped, or confined. Now, I do feel like the issues with your mental and emotional health are deeply related to whatever's going on in your love life. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. The Chariot card is here, and it says that you're eager to change your circumstances, to move forward with confidence, to move towards abundance. I feel like you ready to break free, and you ready for something new. And then here's the thing, you may be dealing with people that you can't trust. You could be dealing with someone who is a whore. You could be dealing with someone who is kind of easy. You could be dealing with someone who you don't believe is valuing you the way that you need to be valued. But you hanging in there though. So my question is, in terms of your romantic life, who got you in a chokehold? What got you in a chokehold? Why are you holding on to situations that are not conducive to your happiness and or success? The wealthy man card, like I said, this card talks about someone who's selfish, entitled, someone who possibly has other things going on. Okay. Whoever it is that's in your energy, I do feel like a shift is coming. This could be a shift in the relationship, or maybe they are trying to change their ways for you. Whoever this is, I definitely feel like they come off as someone who's arrogant or in their ego, or maybe they are actually wealthy, like maybe they just got a ton of money, okay? But for the most part, it's usually talking about someone who wants to have their cake and eat it too, like a little brat, a spoiled person. Someone who's not above two-timing, okay? When it comes to your love life, the Thief card is here, and it's telling me that you're thinking about heavily whether or not you're wasting your time. I feel like you feel uncertain, and I also feel like you feel insecure about whether or not you're wasting your energy and what it is that you should do energetically or physically about this person in this situation. Some of you guys are kind of scared of finding things out. You may be scared of becoming heartbroken. Some of you guys already suffer with trauma or insecurity. You know that saying, like, I got one more relationship in me. Y'all might be on that type of time, okay? When it comes to your love life, I definitely think that you want more. I definitely feel like you want a long-term investment, and you may not be getting the long-term investment that you deserve or desire. That could be taking a huge toll on you. So if it is, that is unfortunate. In terms of love, it is extremely important for you to get serious. It's extremely important for you to get serious and for you to get intentional, because I feel like you've been going through the motions. I feel like you've been biting your tongue, and I feel like you've been letting people play in your face. So I say no more of that. No more of that. Stop giving people access to you if you can't depend on them. Stop giving people access to you if you can't speak your mind. You can't tell them what it is that you want, you need, you deserve, and you desire. Like, I would really like to know what would be the point of somebody having access to you that can't do nothing for you. And I'm not saying that everything has to be transactional, but if you're pouring into their cup and they're pouring into their cup, then baby, who's pouring into you? Who's pouring into yours? Where are you getting your fulfillment, your joy, your happiness, your reciprocity, and your love from if you giving it all to them and they're just keeping it, they're just hoarding it? One of the blockages in your love life is that either you or your person tries to act nonchalant. One of y'all be trying to act like y'all do not care what the other person is doing or what's going on. One of y'all tries to act like everything is all good even though it's not. I feel like that's a blockage. Nobody wants to feel like they're not wanted, they're not sought after, or they're not valued. So if that's your game, I don't know. You might want to go back to the drawing board, and if that's your person's game, you need to figure out if that's what you want. Because you know what I tell myself? When I'm going, because I've been through similar things, and when I am going through stuff like that, I say, you know what? Would I be able to live with this? You know, what if we get into an argument or a fight or a disagreement? And is this person going to ice me out, or are they going to actually try to pour into the relationship that I'm pouring into? And if this person is so dead set at being unfazed or unbothered, then how could they pour into the relationship or connection, even in the slightest? If they want to match your energy. Yeah, I had to tell somebody, like, do you want to be me, or do you want to be like me? Or do you want to be me, or do you want to be with me? I had to ask that. Because I don't need no man that's going to match my energy. And so if you want to be me, then we can part ways. If you want to be with me, then that requires protection, discernment, that requires prayer, oversight, and that requires for you to humble your damn self. Divination abuser, my bad. That's one of your blockages. Somebody is doing things that they probably should not be doing. This could be that there is dark magic on y'all's relationship. Honestly, y'all could have had some third party burning candles, because it's looking third party-ish to me. Y'all could have had some third party burning candles on y'all. This could be that as simple as somebody feeling like they are being guided by spirit, when it's really that they're being guided by their ego or their traumas. Your person can be the person who thinks that they know it all, Oh, God got my back. Oh, if it's for me, then it's going to come to me. I don't need to work for it. Even if I've been an asshole all my life, it doesn't matter. Even if I treated you like trash, if you for me, then you're going to be with me. That's also a form of divination abuse, because people try to use that I'm covered by the blood of Jesus, or I'm forgiven, and they try to use that religious and spiritual rhetoric to justify them being in their ego and in their narcissistic energy. And your person could be someone that's saying, well, God didn't want us to be together. Maybe it was never for us, since such and such is not doing what I want them to do. Or that could be you. And then the last blockage is that y'all just psyching yourself out on some nonsense. This says, never has the facts, make shit up, lies. Somebody is not truthful. Somebody is creating a narrative in their head about the other person, and it's pushing them away from the connection. Someone does not know how to be honest with themselves, let alone you, and that could be a problem. Or maybe if you are a single person, maybe you in your head making stuff up, talking about, oh, everybody is the same. Oh, it ain't gonna work out because this, that, and the third. Maybe you got root work on your life so that, you know, nobody comes towards you, loves you, or anything. Do you guys do protection work? Do you guys pray? If you don't do protection work, have you guys ever done an unhexed candle? Anything like that? Let me plug. Go to theconjurelady.com. You guys can get 15% off the entire website. And I do have protection work and unhexed candles, things like that. Rekindle candles if you're in a bad space. If you go to MyeishaTarotShop.com for a reading, if you want to do a video, you can get 15% off of that. Both websites, you would use the code August at checkout. And I think you only got like 2 more days to do so. Anyways. In the near future, I do believe that you are moving towards a higher level of commitment. I feel like you're overcoming the obstacles that have been going on in your love life. And my advice is to pray, meditate, and manifest. This is telling you to take the spiritual route, okay? What would your ancestors do? Consult them. Consult them. When it comes to your love life, I see you moving towards emotional fulfillment and longevity. I need you to be very careful of dealing with infidelity, betrayal, or cheating. Okay, if somebody has been unfaithful to you once, they will do it again. If someone has been betraying you throughout y'all's connection, they will do it again. I need you to utilize discernment, knowledge, and wisdom to figure out if you are in something that you want to be in. And make sure y'all stay out of other folks' relationships as well. Mind your business. And if you feel like somebody's man or woman ain't loving them right, that ain't your place. You good. They good. Let their ancestors and angels, let their guides figure it out. If you guys are connected to somebody even loosely, they have faith that things can and will work out between the two of you. If you're connected to someone even loosely, they want to communicate with you. They love you and care about you. They don't trust you though. They're trying to figure out what's going to happen between the two of you. They're passionate about you, but they also don't want to cross certain lines or boundaries. If you're dealing with someone even loosely, they want so much more than you, so much more with you, so much more than you know. I feel like this is somebody who wants to invest in you, but they don't think it's possible. The bittersweet card is all about taking the good with the bad. So they may feel like you the problem. They may feel like you're not moving right, or you got some things that you need to work through. I feel like whoever this person is, they don't even feel like the communication is right. They don't feel like y'all's mind is right, and that's an issue as well. Let's talk about money, business, finance, and career. The first card you have is the Chariot card. Financially speaking, over the course of the next 2 months, things are going to start panning out for you. You will have an opportunity to make a lot more money than what you've been making. I feel like your finances will prosper, and I also feel like whatever challenges you have had, they will subside. I feel like you're going to stop taking care of everything and everyone as well, because you are an overspender. You're going to start buckling down a little bit more and just focusing on you. In terms of finances, the Six of Pentacles is here, which tells me that you may be given a raise, a promotion, or some sort of financial growth. If you're an entrepreneur, business will be getting stronger. You will meet or exceed whatever financial goals you have for yourself. Right now, I need you to buckle down, lock in. I need you to find balance. I think you've been doing a little bit too much financially. Don't do that. Don't do it. Now, when it comes to your warnings, the first card you have is, so this is a warning. It's telling you don't be too optimistic, but I don't like that. Let me see why. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, all right? Especially as it relates to your spiritual journey, your growth. Everything is not one size fits all when it comes to your finances or how you make your money. Don't hyperfixate on anybody else. Worry about yourself. Another warning is that someone is going to be cutting you off. I feel like you're going to gain freedom that you don't actually want. Someone may distance themselves from you. And then the last warning, or this could be even an organization, job, career, something like that, cutting you off as well, feeling like they can't do anything else. And the last warning is that there are consequences to your actions. You need to make sure that you're not playing games with nobody, you're not sending anybody mixed signals, and that you're not making bad choices. If you guys consume alcohol, I just channeled this with this card. If you guys consume alcohol, please be safe, drive safe, do it in moderation, don't drink and drive, and just be wary of accidents, okay? The message from your spiritual team is, let it go. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you. This is what I was telling y'all. Book an intentional healing session. Book the bundle, the package. They're not even expensive, but I got Afterpay on my website, PayPal, Pay in 4, all of that. MyStereoShop.com. This is saying that you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to negativity. Release it and be free. Something is going on and it's holding you hostage. Don't allow it to. Personal readings are available today and every day at mysteroshop.com. Let's talk.